Hello everyone. We are done with the unit 1. From today's class we will go for the unit 2. So here we are going to study the globalization. So what is globalization? This concept is there from your second PU itself, and globalization is the process of increased interconnectedness among the countries, most notably in the areas of economics, politics and the culture. So that means the globalization is not only restricted for the business, it is also has the wide range in the politics and even in the culture. McDonald's in Japan, French films being played in Minneapolis, and the United Nations are all the representations of the globalization. So don't think globalization is just only for the business, but globalization is a wide concept where the business also included under this. So what is globalization? First of all, in simple words, we can say it as treating the whole world as one particular market or one particular country. Okay. So here is some of the characteristics. Improved technology in the transportation and the telecommunication. So when the globalization is came into existence, we have observed that the technology is improved and the transportation and the infrastructure facilities are also improved and the telecommunication is also improved. Because of the good technologies which came to some of the developing countries, the usage of the phones, fax, video conferences, internets are increased. Okay, so these all things are introduced for some of the developing countries and underdeveloped countries, so that the technology and the transportation also improved. Okay, why the transportation is improved? Only if there is a proper infrastructure, then those countries can do their business properly. So for this reason, the host country will increase or improve their infrastructure facilities and the transportation. So movement of the people and capital. So after the globalization, we have found that the people and the capital is moved from one country to another country. Okay, in all over the globe, the capital and the people are moving. So we can see there are a lot of engineers who are from India are working in US, right? So H1B visa regarding that issues and all that is recently solved. So those all things and even the capital, the portfolio investors are investing in the foreign market also. While we have to study the markets, even the international market, the different markets, including the international market, it should be studied, and we have to diversify our fund. Okay, then after obviously the industry analysis and the company analysis should be done. Correct? So the people and the capital movement is observed. So this is what one of the features of the globalization. Diffusion of the knowledge. Here the knowledge is shared all over the globe. Okay. So the good examples we can give it for appearance of the automotive farming machines in Southeast Asia, an area long home as a manual agricultural labor. The automotive machines are used in the farming. So in the agricultural sector, in the older days, so we are using the animals, right? So nowadays we are using the machines. Diffusion of the knowledge or spread of the knowledge is affected the agricultural sector and the many more sectors. Non-government organizations and multinational corporations. So this is one of the effect. The non-government organizations, the NGOs, were there before the globalization itself, but these organizations are spread to the all over the globe. Now they are focusing on some of the global issues, okay, like climate changes, energy uses, child labor regulations, and all. So this is the feature of the globalization. So whether the globalization is good thing, this is the argument for and against the globalization. There is a heated debate about the true effects of the globalization and if it is really in such a good thing, good or bad, though there isn't much argument as whether or not it is happening. Okay, so there is no argument whether it is happening or not, but there is an argument that is it good or bad for even the host country and even for the home country. So let's see some of the positive aspects of the globalization. Increase the standard of living. So as we can see, in older days we are not using the ACs, right, air conditions, and nowadays the ACs become common. Is it? The IT sector introduction was not there in India. in the year of 1970, 1980, and afterwards it's rapidly developed. So because of the globalization, am I right? The technology is shared, the internet is introduced. Nowadays we are living in the 4G, 5G world. Creativity and innovation. So once the technology is introduced, once our standard of living is increased, then the creativity and the innovation is also increased. We can see because of the globalization, there are a lot of creative products which is introduced. Okay, and innovation is still happening. Okay, the still lot of innovators are innovating some of the products, some of the new informations or researchers. Benefits of current technology. So as I informed, the technologies plays a vital role in the development of the country. Because of the globalization, we can import the technology of other countries and we can use it for the development of our countries. Then government cooperations. So after the globalization, the cooperation of the government was increased. Okay, so if any organization is exporting their products, in that case the government is giving some of the subsidies and all, and even for some of the multinational companies, government is giving some subsidies and they are allowing them to work in the particular environment, right? So access to the foreign culture. So after globalization, the foreign culture is came into existence in many countries. The good example we can see is the Indonesia and India. Okay, so Western culture is nowadays trending in India, as you know. This is because of the globalization. Then negative aspects of the globalization, outsourcing. So outsourcing is a main part of the business nowadays. Okay, so as you know, some of the US companies are outsourcing their customer cares to the India. Why? Because the labor is cheaper in India. Okay, for the home countries, outsourcing is bad because it will take the employment of those countries' people. Okay, the fade culture, the culture of one particular country may fade because of the foreign culture. So in case of the globalization, the foreign culture is also introduced to the countries. Okay, so for example, the Indian culture nowadays, the importance is not known by the young people, right? Then disease spreading. In today's era, we can understand it very easily. Because of the globalization, if there is a disease in one particular country, then that is spread to other countries. Okay, the COVID-19, as you can see in all over the globe, that is spread because there was a good transportation between the countries. And why this is happened? Because of the globalization. Okay, so there is a little international regulations, an unfortunate fact that could have dire consequences for the safety of the people and the environment. So there is a very less international regulations regarding the safety of the people and the environment. So because of the globalizations, the safety of people and environment may decrease, and the influence of the international financial institutions or any of the international institutions. For example, United Nations organizations, International Monetary Fund, IBRD, WTO, these all institutions are influencing the trade of one particular country. So this is happened because of the globalization. So that's it for today's class. In coming classes, we are going to speak about the history of the globalization.